The Wild Hunt has plagued Quay for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get...
It's true. We still know very little. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Not.
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstaking.
Ah! She hurt me! Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Details. Miss Neffer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the... Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rerir. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions and not... We can't do this without the Curatorium. But I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over.
Wait a sec. Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a con-
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides...
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could
What if we told you, we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say, you'd better make it worth my while.
I can't put a price on something like that. If you insist on compensation...
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a Moonchanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the...
Boss, things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be leyline. If there's any way we can make this work...
This is why I'm always telling you have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well. Yehoda, I will help. Flins, that fragment that Rerir...
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to
Wait!
Shh.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. And that brings me to the third and final item. I'm in for this part.
Count me.
Come off it, you two! Quit playing! I'm way ahead of you here. And Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna... Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nagcry. So as...
I like it.
No biggie.
All right then. We'll split once your team has finished their mission.
Lady Damselette. Wait. And you? We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately.
You really... We're not looking for any trouble.
Do I need to remind you that you're still out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis?
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to...
No.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance. So tell me, to what do I actually before you answer that? Just so we're clear,
We're not.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past.
I'd like to speak.
What?
Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the rooster and...
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him. Is that a no, then?
As if I need reminding. I was this.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me,
I bet you served them the worst tea you have.
Who cares about how good the tea is when they're first Rosaline? Now you? I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time.
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia. Well, I guess we have Fevronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my team meant that back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more. I get why you left. And frankly, but if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths... that might be your plan. Huh? See for yourselves.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of...
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by your...
You'll be lucky to make it out of this. Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him. Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as... Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. Stare all you want, Colin.
I know.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those... Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick It's Your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations.
Polonia, get him!
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
She's not here. Where did...
Hey, over here, you big...
Cursed moon. Go. Keep searching. She can't...
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past?
Good deduction. But it's quite a...
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure cup.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned.
Whenever we wish. But I've never faced Rarir myself. But from what you've told me, I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets.
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, and also how to make sure I come out of this alive if the death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is...
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up, is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor. That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Quit grabbing me! I genuinely can't run any further!
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing
Dory Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
If you want to make it big and not cry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did... It was back when I first arrived in Not Cry. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And when you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangama Bay is nothing. If so, let me guess.
You guessed correctly.
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academe. At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here.
What if I told you it's someone with the power?
Is that so? Then we really are...
You're...
a powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her if you're willing to wait. I can ask her...
Then, let me put it another way. What?
Of course not! I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No.
Let's just say I'm borrowing. Favors are the worst kind of debt.
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, Was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all.
See you later!
Excellent. Everything is well and after initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. So remember. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Anyway.
Hi, Rivier. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I'll test it out. And P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name. But they must...
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection. But I went alone. Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. But if he invites me again...
The Lindis. That's the...
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into. I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind...
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is. He really is a professional. No wonder he's, despite what he's become, it's... Did Rary rip it out?
Before I met you, I was the burial place of a fallen moon. It was you who helped me see that my...
This is just trivial sentiment. The burial place of a fallen moon.
Reverie, over here.
Dane! Oh, and, Vedelfin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Hello there, Reverie. You need not address me so formally outside of court. He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, Are you planning to come clean about your job then?
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Fed? It's nothing.
Vedifulnir, Daneslif's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary, and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back, perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present,
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifulnir showed up today, too. You know, Daneslif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifulnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Daneslif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You can be such a child sometimes, Revier. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us? I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Revier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just...
All right. Take your time. Nobody's. Sounds about right. Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet, what becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find... Felindis? It's nothing. There's no reason we can't keep living happily.
See? You just need to stay I can feel your warmth, your breath. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I... That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will
You go ahead.
Even busier than the big shots, huh?
free. Seriously, though, you drive a hard but
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're too
All right. What?
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence service. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancé to know about his other life. Who'd have thought we were in this? Let's dig a little.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rayhir of Solnari.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was Conria has no further need for a dead moon.
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day.
You still haven't told her what you
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for. Speaking of which, we need to. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my mayor.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues Take care, Rayhir of Solnari.
Thanks, Thorkel. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to, but that's exactly why the Moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because I have to get a clear answer from him?
Rerir seems to be very concerned. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. I've investigated this whole area now. Should I try somewhere else?
So, he's late after all.
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
For someone...
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see him. May we have a word in private?
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind. Not long ago, the Rayhir of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds.
Sorry, I don't know why you're...
Wait. Hear me out. His name is Rerir.
What?
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Why are you telling...
Simple.
How strange. Rerir couldn't possibly know. Why would her memories appear? The ceremony won't last much longer.
So that was your doing?
Any more questions?
I had no idea you could do that. I gotta admit, though,
I'm just as curious as you are. But luckily we managed to...
So far, so good. Especially the group with the travel.
If you're worried about...
If I know Boss, she's gonna need some time.
Oh, they've been prowling around. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly... Oh, that's never... If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rerir. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's... Quick, hide! We almost got spotted! Phew! That was a close call. Watch out! They're coming this way! Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle. Oh, they're so into these things.
was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnar. He sure doesn't pull his...
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you... Wait a minute.
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my... Nearly every machine that cat girl touches ends up going...
Then let's start down...
You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one...
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end.
I see. But first, who do...
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime tea party.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before?
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. Sweet...
You're well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nodcry, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to...
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who...
A Fatui.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess...
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui...
Nor does Nodcry belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet, things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than... Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. We have our own way of doing things here in Nodcry.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever... That's why I'm here solely in a personal, as a gesture of good faith. I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will... Anyway, what else is on the agenda?
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the detail. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the...
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll...
All right, listen up, everyone.
First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called...
The dregs of the Crimson Moon.
Mm-hmm. In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a...
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different Conrian dynasties. Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious... But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new...
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secret. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was... What's the matter?
Verfnir, Vrindada, Flinders.
Interesting. Anything else?
Well, she was a researcher at the...
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason,
Well, no shortage of potential leads. The Lindis, it seems, must...
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure blood con... Oh yeah. Just like how...
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's...
It's possible. But it would take that merchant who Nefer knows.
All right, then. Let's... Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look... As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild... At this rate, the people living here will be engraved...
I'll head back to the curatorium.
Feels good knowing we've all got something... Given that the wild hunt has been a lot more active lately, I'll hold the fort for now. Then discuss our next move with Flints, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. Now, I decided to call in some backups. Stay safe, everyone.
We're back. Did we get here a little early?
A tad late. The others have already... Everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right... Oh, right! Inefa?
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the Wild Hunt in Amsfart, but according to Flintz's intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had already... That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength.
Flints, with everything that's been happening, the light keep... I know. I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than D. And Effa and I will head back over to Amsfart to see if there's any...
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal...
Database updated.
They were betting on how you...
It's the obvious choice, isn't it?
We already decided that Anefa should go investigate the situation. Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides...
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here.
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon.
Huh? Are you serious?
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken, but the more I thought about it, the more when I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on the... Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse. But once I became a harbinger, the jester, together with my own investigations over the past few years, for instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with... Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power and...
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if...
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my... Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there any...
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that does that mean that
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like, but I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of... Still, even with the dark sun looming high...
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar when I looked at you. I felt I could see that mysterious...
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson... Anyway, time is against us here. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you...
That's right. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are. So with its
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started?
When I first became a harbinger, the jester gave me a... You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story in the Crimson Moon era. Or so the story goes.
Beyond the bounds of this world?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with power. They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them the book leaves much unsaid. But I suspect that...
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space.
But there's no fireplace here.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between... Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the... In short, I can open up... The catch is I'll need to stay on this side. Very well. Then I...
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my...
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent. One word of advice.
Got it.
I sense a sinister gloom inside. But I feel that I am about to meet an old...
abyss?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss, and hung up
Careful! There's the... By the way, Columbina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
Strike a pose!
just like I thought. It was only a facade.
Transfixed!
Huh? Huh? For real?
No. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird... Wait, see that? Huh? Looks like a device from the time of Kyria. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues. Hey, look at that! Now that the mechanism... Do you think these mechanisms...
Felindus, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands.
I hope this isn't ruining date.
Mind your own business.
Felindus? Is that Rare's girlfriend? Oh, yeah.
The abyss has made this space maybe that's why some of the things...
Whenever I see this view, waning moon, oh, lifeless damsel, for me, of all people, to be here investigating the...
Strike a pose!
Oh, looks like the abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Bring it!
see. So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is that if it really does exist, then maybe this... With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the... Oh, Rerir. With every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the... If only I could get...
Hey look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Melindis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon.
It must be. For within it...
And there's no time to... These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow! The iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, but we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
Overruled! My turn. Bring it!
Yoo-hoo!
I hear children singing.
Let engraved names echo! Time to shine!
This shall not be my fate.
Hey there! We're so close!
The iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away like an undying flame. If we can purify the abyssal power with... It's so cold. Is it you?
Huh?
At long last. I'm sorry. I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come the moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us? All that time ago, you You look so puzzled. But trust me when I say...
What was that all about? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost...
Perhaps. She took me for a fading soul like hers.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent... Alright. Time to... That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon.
Huh?
Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart! Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise.
What are you waiting for?
Is that you, Arlecchino? Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's... No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it can...
Oh.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is...
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now... Feeling stronger.
Hey, Columbina! Are you...
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned.
It's still not just one more ray of moonlight. It's okay. I can take...
How about now?
At the very least, I won't have to... I want to see him gone from Not Cry. The ray here...
Well, it's good to have something to aim. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a... But now, you're full of vitality. Just like...
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina.
I know...
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. All I'll say is this. All right, that's it from me. I'll get you back safe. I appreciate the gesture. It speaks.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters. Mission accomplished! Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.
Bring it!
Oh, do you think the others? Oh, hey look! Flint's! Llama!
All is well, thank you. Nefer and
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss...
you seem rather...
I certainly am. Fighting alone can get quite...
We meet again.
Albino! What are you doing?
That would be a natural...
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the Wild Hunt. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths...
So? Who's your trap?
Why don't you come and introduce...
A gentleman of few words, I see.
It's nice to meet you.
Wait a sec!
That's right. It's...
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as...
Interesting, isn't it? The first step...
Wow! You look so different!
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever,
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now!
Personally, I think our little... When people call her Little Paimon, it's just
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma.
Anyway...
she's been catching up.
Uh-oh. People are talking.
Judging from your expressions,
It's getting crowded here. I'll go...
No need. This is a job for an alch...
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have...
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formality.
I understand.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left.
Are you saying we're about to run out?
As a matter of fact, I am. I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbine, though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed...
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only...
Kozlev, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the travel.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you...
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually...
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I...
As the saying goes, the enemy of... Though, I can't promise the same.
After all this time apart, Grandma...
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking?
I've still got a lot to learn about the...
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now.
I wonder what's taking...
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium.
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share under such circumstances. Wouldn't...
Oh, but it's fine.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you...
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
You're both awfully quiet. Have either of you ever had your portrait painted?
That sounds like a lovely idea.
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the...
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, whatever style.
Very well.
You can replicate it.
I can try. If...
Thank you.
Is there...
Yeah, for starters...
If you think back...
You do have a... Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right?
Sure.
Great! And in return, we...
If that's what you had in mind...
Oh, okay then. Anyway, since we're all here together...
Indeed.
Truth be told, I can't...
You're not alone there, my friend.
I don't...
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him that.
Come on.
Sorry.
Let's just keep this between ourselves.
That goes without saying.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess.
It's dangerous being too sharp for...
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself.
When we went for drinks, you said that you...
Of course. Just as long...
Fair enough, then.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about you?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over...
So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here! What...
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get...
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Quay. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flints, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild hunt to buy time for the rest of us. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. But next up, we have the Moon Maiden and Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide.
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job.
You think I haven't got...
That would be me, Miss Nefer.
And you are?
Who I am.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commission.
It's
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an...
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria.
Really? Then you must have been...
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point...
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends?
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names, and I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was the visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Gold, Rhine-daughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme. And last, but not least, Raker of the Five. Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me.
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea.
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look...
Strangely, now that the fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the Vision... When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. Centuries on, the memories of that night... But then, I was betrayed.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this, uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will...
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wise crap.
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment.
I'll give your proposal some serious...
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power...
I believe you've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat, so far, I have yet to find... Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive...
Kutar.
Defeating the Raher of Sonari will be no easy task.
Naturally.
We've considered several viable plans now. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experience has shaped... Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the...
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you.
So you're placing...
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment.
Ladies, please.
I almost don't...
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery.
Miss Lauma.
Is that right? Well...
Anyway, we've got our Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future...
Hate to say it,
Why?
Quite the opposite.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually use the time.
That's very considerate of. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rarier's past. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer.
That's one way to put it. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rarier's The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceed. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker
Well, good luck, everyone.
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder.
I second that. This is a dangerous.
So, Paimon's like. Oh.
Good. Please, take a seat.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not
But surely you're not
If you think that, you'd be overestimating. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid...
You're...
All right, I'm good to...
All set over here, too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra...
All right. Close your... Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. According to Dainsliff, Rarier use... Is this where you keep your... A file took... It's... But at this stage... He looks even gloomier than last...
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed crimson neutralized. This one should be archived under... Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Neutralized. Another one for purged target. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Neutralized. Just another nobody for the Ark. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Female, 16. Neutralized. Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None. What's... Female, 13. Occupation, neutralized and... Filed. Male, 11. Occupation, not neutralized. Male, 6. Occupation, none.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time. depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No!
No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly... Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedifalnir? It's been quite some time since we last...
Rerir, I trust you're here.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, Tell me. Does someone in your position ever feel the need?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before...
That isn't a lie, but nor... Ever since that day we met for drinks...
Does it feel good? Knowing...
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity. You fear my silence. And
that's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the burden of prophecy was...
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly.
You are so wise.
You make a fair point. Very well. Let me offer you some advice. And for many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again.
Wait. Hear me out. His name is Rerir.
What?
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Why are you...
Simple. I want you to kill...
No, absolutely not. I would...
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last?
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? You think that alone is reason enough?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon. Just like me.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of
Persuade the Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers for... If you can't bring yourself to do it...
The Rerir of... That really is quite a... But who am I to talk? Love should be built on honesty. Is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? Vedifalnir must have known all this, but I won't just sit by and watch this disaster, no matter who.
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli. Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. Just forgot.
But surely you can see he's not the man We're not going to survive this, are we? Felindis!
Sorry. I heard you, though. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job—
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives!
No. Rerir has no idea. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much.
But as Orlog said, who could—
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. For now, don't come looking.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have?
I won't speak. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity... I've got a job, and there's still money.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, and choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. The prey won't sense a thing.
I'll bet no one has a quiet
I work clean. No traces.
That doesn't make it open above board, though. The king just happens to hit you right now. What if he doesn't?
That won't happen.
He's changed ever since he fell into the spell of that hour. In the beginning, he only had to take out a handful of it. But now...
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
No more lies. It all adds up.
You know why Olympus didn't accept your proposal, don't you? Was it because you didn't accept it? Or something else?
Delindis, do you...
Orla.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers.
Yes, we did. What about...
He was arrested. I just don't get it. After everything he's... Or does it mean...
No, that's not...
I need to go now, Delindis. If you...
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research all subjects of observation that were no progress whatsoever. Things are getting worse by the day, but if all this research comes to nothing, what then? But no. Sure.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Thalindis? No. No, why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be! A diluted bloodline. Carefully. What a fool I've been. Numbing. Irminsul. Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? No. This cannot go on. I am. As long as you can guarantee.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. But if you let me go, you won't be able.
Good point.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world.
Go on living?
Yes.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? But remember, don't let anyone know you.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedavulnir.
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
And that voice used to be so unclear. But now I know he won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. Tell me then, what will this moment of... And... no answer.
So, the Eclipse dynasty was purging. Well, the king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance, and it looks like this Thalindis, Rerir's would-be fiancé, herself belonged to... It almost defies belief that a couple like them could... And why does Vedrfunir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone, time for something. We've been inside Rerir's mind. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines. And now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir! Come out!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything.
Okay.
All right then.
I've never seen Dane so worked up before.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition...
Don't be ridiculous. We do not...
You might ask your blade that same question. The word on the street is that Sir Delogi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy...
Robtatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhine-daughter.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Of course, no job is without its gripes. And as for Veit, in missing out on the presidency...
You're all here.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentence.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning...
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought Does this mean the King's Circle of...
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the universe.
And also because you're slimy. Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless vision.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget Dainsleif.
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfigure my blade will force the king...
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. You have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me.
A letter of pardon? For whom? The chances of the Vinster King is... This black fog over the board must have some connection to another mystery.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the moon marrow lab. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained, I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. If we really made it there one day, what would... This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with
Belindis.
I've heard nothing. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And
What if he finds out that you pried in...
Don't be silly. I don't know.
Are you scared?
I don't know. The Rerir I know does... Logically, I should be... But enough about that.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as...
A red moon?
That's right. Our moon.
I promise they'll...
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out, no matter how...
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? You know what happens to those who betray—
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne.
If you have any love left for justice—
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir, my job is to enter the prison, stay safe.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time.
This place is filthy. Found you. Hello. Surprised? No.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's—
I'm curious.
It wasn't a prophecy. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions.
But he didn't listen. Dane asked for my help. The court—
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I do wonder whether giving a man the power to—
Forgive my curtness, Vedifulnir, but the king didn't— You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your— There are things the king does not want to see.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power.
Until what?
Just now.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace. Also,
I sense hatred in you, but also hope that this is not the end. It is— There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. Is that a dagger? Interesting.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight.
Of course not.
We could be. But
You mean your future?
Yes. And I know I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't.
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. That is the cruelest thing about fate.
I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head. You show me disaster, but you won't—
My voice? So, you hear— It turns out that we are not so—
Vedifulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must, for as long as you live, your story with Thelindis— It is up to you whether you believe my words.
I will.
Thank you for setting me free.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas?
I'm sure we'll be seeing—
Whatever Vedifulnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison.
Can't hide the truth.
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
Farcical. Busted. Transfixed.
The Universitas. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. But if they were ever gonna activate...
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't—
That sounded like an explosion. What other means does the king have at his and given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone
Quietly now. Game's up. Until. Hear the echoes of the valley. Laid bare. This is where you fall. No more lies. Seek within. What a joke. Letting grave names echo! Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha! Witness my rise. Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Overruled.
Monsters at the Universitas. Oh no, it's no use. The table won't hold up. Of course. All the lab equipment. I'm done for. Ah! Stay back. Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
You will find someone better.
No, I won't do it. I have to save her.
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me.
Come to the palace. Join us.
Thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our limits.
Rerir.
Celindis?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. I will find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happened. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization. Everyone, I'm back.
She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rerir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life and however, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging—
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you—
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of—
Cool. So—
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. Yehoda?
Yes, Bob.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten.
Forgive my curiosity, but—
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that Boss is too lazy to do for herself.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. In any case, I've hardly shied away from— There's nothing I dislike more than— Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend—
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I was—
Wait, how long have I been
Not long. You just appeared by the door.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've—
We've been tricked. We never left at all.
hallucinated? But—
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a
Has anything like this ever happened?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chest.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little
Is there anything...
The first clause of your contract clearly states...
Meaning you're not...
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with.
Boss, it's fine.
Oh, listen.
What?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find...
Well, anyway, I suggest everyone, even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just...
Don't I have...
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for...
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. You have my word. Can't hide the truth. No more lies. This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. There's someone up ahead.
I wasn't expecting visitors.
Oh.
There you are. Sinue's been looking.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose...
What do you mean, loose change? Oh, come.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been...
Get in his good books? What?
I've written a new song. I was...
A new song, huh?
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting...
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle
there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could...
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against?
I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and...
If it wasn't for...
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading... You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these... But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the...
So you're the
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert.
So... Do you get any...
Of course. My luck's improving all the time.
It all adds up.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that Special Ambassador Act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. You're a liar and a cheat.
I heard Yehoda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert... There's a handwritten note.
Halil, this is Sinue, chief of the Shimti tribe. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten... I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well. Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's bad. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. They're...
Officer, welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide...
This is the finest wine our village has to offer.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you. She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright kid.
So, where are...
Nowhere special. Just a sand.
What about the rest of your...
Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers, no...
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brother.
Oh, get over here. Sign your name. Never. You're...
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware.
Oh? Please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice...
A weak student?
I think what you're saying is a weak student.
You see? Sharp as they come. You see...
Because of where...
I'm sorry, Nefer. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if some...
your family wrote to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if...
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed... Whatever you're looking for...
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly...
Hey, you're a great teacher. And you do your best for all your students. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards.
Oh, my dear...
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world... This must be... Let's take a look. A dilapidation survey from... This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what... Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit. For example, this seems like something... Wait. The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of... This next one is addressed... A few words of in recent years. However, it appears to me that these students, as well as receiving dumbed education as grand... I do... And the sender is... Huh? I didn't realize. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamon... Whatever. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the... I don't believe for 1 second that any human... Wait.
Greetings, Halil. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And I, therefore... The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to Tulatala, I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but when we met, you assured me that you would be my ally. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that we have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence...
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously, and you were so emphatic that your luck had... You swore you'd lead us to a better place. You liar. And who fell for it? Which makes you... I think I'll take over from here. I just came to say goodbye.
Nefer?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you.
It was. But it doesn't matter. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense.
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of... It's not worth much.
But Nefer...
All right.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right?
Yeah, I lied again. And as for remembering her, I'll be lucky if I even make it through this It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a...
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to
Huh. So, you do know...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not?
You're not wrong. But...
Of course not. I came to bring records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain... I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a...
Don't get greedy, Ian. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force.
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was It's something we're willing to overlook. I hope I am...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the academia...
You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest. But sure, and what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway?
All right, I take your point. The academia is the hot... In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent.
Gladly. So let's indulge in...
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've...
What? Well, don't just stand...
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the EAB's military...
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after...
I don't...
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto...
No! Please, that well...
Glad to hear it.
If there is a traitor, I...
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around...
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the EAB.
The EAB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the... So let me ask you, Chief.
Kill them all.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. At the same time, there is simply no...
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the EAB, which makes you our natural allies. Natural allies. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect. Let me be clear. The Academia wish.
Say no.
Good. You see, Dad? Look at yourselves. You may be vile, the monsters who destroyed my home. They're just ordinary, petty human beings. What? I think maybe I've Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you couldn't do.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this.
I believe I remember you.
Yeah.
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
All right. So, anyway, that's enough of that. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone said.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trait.
Ah. Then I'm.
I didn't know you were.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra's.
That's Boss Neff for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about him? Is he a big deal?
Well, he's not a small. Please, this is the. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything. I want to do the whole name-dropping.
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was. Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct, I had a duty to ensure.
Good to know your sense of justice.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also
Whoa, really? How'd you manage?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past. Well, the monster formerly.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a.
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of it. You all saw how this came to be. A long time, the Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast. When an Unut assassin, having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, as I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard, with this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Every god plays favorites. Their heart.
It is the same with all powerful.
If you're alluding to the abyss, then yes. Gather the others. It's time to share. Thank you all for being. As promised, I did some further. The Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what he becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that...
Never. But I have heard stories.
Miss Lama?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. The term Moongate is one I have heard before. But as—
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a—
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my
But there's more to the power.
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the moon gate, and right now, I need to conserve my—
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rehir of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet,
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by—
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so—
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn.
I could not agree more.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss. This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research—
My pleasure, Mr. Albate.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any—
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
That's—
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and— Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation. No need. Anyway, firstly, it's only a matter of time before he finds—
Honestly?
Well, I asked her that same question. She felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know?
2 days? Holy—
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. You have some history with him, right? Great. All right, on to item 3. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first.
Oh, Paimon's—
All right. We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, first—
Roping us in? Why would you even—
I choose my words very intentionally.
Sir Varka,
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the role—
I see your point, yeah. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities.
I want to do everything within my power. The Rehir of Sol—
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. As in, most people weigh up the risk. Of course, everyone—
Thank you.
I should be the one thing—
This is a thorough plan, but—
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing— Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rerir has never Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong Thirdly, finally, and most important— Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spot—
As someone who's had their fair share of
Understood.
Well, everyone, that's the plan—
Plan approved.
Okay! Any firepower—
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right. Then it's settled.
Wait! We can still back.
Everyone says things they regret, right?
A very people-first approach. I hear that.
Heh.
Shh. This plan could.
We shall indeed. You'll also.
It's not often I get called Dory, you know. So, in that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune.
The walls are thin here.
Okay, fine. I'm at. Oh, it most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and said Mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start.
Okay.
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went.
You're right. It was all my fault.
You will? Well.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny...
Hey, don't be so pessimistic.
Don't forget, when something's in height, ta-da! See? It's right here.
Oh, it's so pretty. Did you make it?
No.
Aha!
No, that's Mage Alice. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly... Anyway, point being, it took him long. Marak delivered it to me. So nosy.
Surely.
Could be.
Fair enough.
Or, either way, all's well that ends well. Huh?
Paimon's?
Well, there are always gonna be time. Alice has been a huge... And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever. Oh, that? Don't be thinking it was some sort of... My priority is doing the business that I'm...
All right.
I do say so, and that... Oh, and could...
Traveler, Paimon.
Everything going smooth?
Sort of. As you're per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures.
What? You can...
That depends on your definition of wild hunt.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate.
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the Faust Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being, perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state. Oh, sorry. Back to our research findings. Essentially, you could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, unfortunately, at present...
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when it's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted.
Given the circumstances, it's only not time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked it.
Ah, how wonderful.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time.
All right then.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hand.
My lady,
What? Within the next 24 hours, this is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. For me, this gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka.
Hey everyone, guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are, honesty and...
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina.
That's right. Names are...
Yes.
I have a different relationship with names than but it's what everyone calls me. And I go along. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from other people.
You're more perceptive than most. Do you ever find yourself
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. I don't recall any
Is that because hatred survives longer than...
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your...
You're welcome.
Friend, he betrayed me. And I never...
Okay.
I...
You see? You're torn. Now you know what really...
I need some time.
Of course. I completely... Actually, I went through something similar myself recently.
You mean the Harbingers who still support...
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. Yet even now, they support me.
Clearly...
I feel a little guilty now. I regret... I see the guilt that you're feeling now. Because... Have you noticed that the Traveler in Paimon...
Huh.
Sure. Hello. Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Rerir of Solnari.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us. It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint!
Not too long.
Are you nervous about the...
Quite the opposite. When I was awakened by the Radniki, but after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, my restless flame indicates that somewhere in...
Oh, that doesn't doesn't sound like such.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary, but it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces.
Looks like I'm not the.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay?
I struggled to settle down at first. Please.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. Meanwhile,
Excellent. My thanks.
The chest at some.
It won't hold him much longer.
No sense sitting around waiting.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your position. Every ounce of.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on.
Moonlight betrays
Yep,
you.
too.
Moonlight betrays you.
Let me help you guys. It's
Moonlight
Can't
betrays
hide the
you.
truth. The deception ends here.
With one heart, we pray. Chorus.
Moonlight betrays you. Hunt him down.
Be silent. Observe. To dust.
It all adds up. No. It all adds up.
Water jet! Bombs away!
Hunt him down.
The mystery unravels. No more lies.
It's all futile.
By the frost moon of old, you poor lost lamb.
Water jet!
Can't hide the truth.
Hunt him
Be silent. Are you quite finished? Observe. Do you fear the dark? Be silent. To dust.
With one heart, we pray.
Seek within.
The moonlight betrays you.
You poor lost lamb.
It all adds up.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Do you see now? From here, when will it be as you foretold? Move!
It all adds up.
Welcome here.
By the frost moon of old, leave this place.
Close your eyes. Night falls. Observe. Steady now.
It's all futile.
Can't hide the truth.
The moonlight betrays you.
You poor lost
Pathetic. Hunt him down.
No more lies.
It's all futile.
Water jet!
How unfortunate. Seek within.
Forest, protect us. With one heart,
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Move! It's all futile. Hunt them down!
Be silent. To dust. Are you quite finished?
Water jet!
It all adds up.
Hunt
It all falls into place. It all falls into place.
for the everlasting forest, leave this place.
Close your eyes. Be silent. To dust.
The mystery unravels.
It's all futile.
How farcical. Can't hide it.
Fear the dark. Close your eyes. Keep your distance.
Moonlighting. Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? No. Get out of my sight!
No,
Your
we've been
death is within
separated.
my grasp!
You okay?
Never. Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Nelma! Can you hear me?
Silence.
The voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember the most important task. If I can follow him for long enough, the moment will come. Yeah!
Can't hide the truth.
I've got this! Go! The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Run or die.
Good luck.
How much power will it take?
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here. Time to come clean. It all adds up. Let's see what you're made of.
Bombs away! Water jet!
Can't hide the truth. Time to come clean. The mystery unravels. No more lies. It all adds up.
Wipe out!
The deception ends here. Curses. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to that means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the— You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on—
Nefer, your eyes are bleeding.
Soon, and then
But that dust will plague your... Come on.
any other tricks of you, as entertaining as they are.
You don't fool me. I have to stoke his rage. You fear what you could never defeat. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rarir.
We won.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were...
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. In business terms, I suppose that...
I'd be hard...
Still, people suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. I had hoped you could win without...
Thank you.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing. I'll send full details through Yehoda. My dear friends, we have fought bravely.
The moon will remember this day. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, and since Nefer's eyes were injured...
Hold on.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual
You're right. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with...
Things are a little... different now.
Friends.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you...
I'm doing all...
Phew! Well, that's...
Glad to hear you didn't stop.
Well, it wasn't the same without you. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self.
Well...
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He also dropped off some medical... If you're feeling up to it, let's head over and... We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were...
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Relieved to hear it.
Yep. We're here.
Oh wait! Where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to...
Traveler, Paimon, are you... Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow...
Oh! Did you hear that? I gotta go help allow...
You bet!
Sure thing!
The Raker of Solnari. No, definitely anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like what else is left when everything you depended... If you're worried about me, you can nip that. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call... Oh, fuck. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison. His response was to take on a physical... Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. So that's enough for you to decide. He's a prisoner, and he was scared. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. It's preposterous. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you ask me, the soul of a liar... For example, when some... So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well... You all know my past. When you find yourself in a situation you can't if you understand what's at stake, very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over, after all that build-up...
Huh? Am I...
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he...
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with... Although, now you mention it.
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the... He won't lie low forever.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. I must thank you for the device you provided.
Why come and ask me?
I mostly came...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable...
Huh?
Let's see. The first plot of land...
Stop!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legit.
How?
You're a curious case, Lord, but I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps. You did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with... It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the tech people, handled the tech, and money bags...
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you.
So? What's the problem with that? Everyone...
But surely you have dreamed...
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in... Just thinking about...
Thank you.
For...
And the pendant.
Oh, that.
Seems like we've both been away...
Yeah. So long that...
That would be your mother...
Yeah. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but... Memory can be even more ruthless. My sister can't help me now. Slowly, but...
Not everything will fade. When loved ones...
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that, plus...
Oh, absolutely. I have tons. You've got a lot going for you, too.
I appreciate the vote.
How have you been holding up?
You don't need to worry about me, Grand...
What?
You played an indispensable... Sometimes.
Let's do a quick demonstration.
Thank you.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass?
Okay.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order...
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared...
Paimon believes it! To be totally honest, though...
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of...
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the... When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, so, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, for this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate, the alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to...
What surprised me, given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But
It must have been a pain...
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths. Anyway, however you cut...
That's the only reason you're here? Yes. I've thought a lot about it. I think this is very important. So Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers? What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? If your politeness module was active... Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door. Will you still invite me to... What? Yes. I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone. Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it? We just wanted to, see. Why? Out of concern for my safety? Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Oh, don't you worry about that. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Whoa! You can ignore those. I doodle and write in my free time. And other times, I grit my teeth and note trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my path... Who else? Pretty much all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork. Wait, are you saying... I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, we used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. But I honored his request. But I couldn't let the genius of So... I just told you. Those are my equivalent of Alain's work was like epic. Not that there's anything bad about them. At least... Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narcissan court. They were all quite competitive. But beneath the friendship and the rival, unfortunately, childhood would end a mad dream. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around, the first of them to fall under its spell. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee, perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare, had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile, and although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once, but I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent, or do you despise him? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. What a cop-out. But I don't like fanatics who give up their whole... Maybe I could... Anyway, that's enough about Renee. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his... After that, the only thing supporting his work. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, I think that formulas and machines derived... Yet Alain's intellect was... Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he quit working on his formulas. Trading them, he told me that the director of the Narcissan Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children, as I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be, at the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Narcissan Institute orphanage. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a... And that is the story of two people. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation. The other sought death... I do sometimes want even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps they were young children with friends and family who... Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos. To stop them getting quietly swept away by the... But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by... Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification? The way you said that sounded just like he gave the exact same... No elaboration. Just a... All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole... I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. Polonia, exit...
Bring it!
These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
Bring it! Bring it!